Hello again. So, a few things. Um, I was sitting here and I was thinking about how I had crossed out um, the penalty from there. And I was thinking about how, like, you could cross out death and it could just be the penalty, because, like, the idea of death, like I said, death is, the Bible is steeped with death, okay? Um, yes. Um, and so I came back and crossed out death as well. And then I was trying to figure out like how to like write an explanation as to like the idea of like flipping all of that. And there's not a whole lot of space within the Bible to be able to do that. Um, and I was thinking about the idea of like the pen is mightier than the sword, like that saying, and the Stuart fails to save the universe trailer where he says comic books are my superpower. That's an interesting thing. Um, on that note, I was playing NTE and kind of got an explanation from my mother, the mother that holds me within myself, um, about like the struggle, like not the struggle, let's say the conditioning that the system does within grooming and stuff like that. Um, I think it all comes down to where you reside within your body, or where, yeah. Um, like talking about like the ideas of Esther and everything I talked about in the last video. It like let's say someone that has been human trafficked, okay, is in the basement and there's a person that says, "I'm your master, you are a whole," and like the entire time that you're there, the capitulate, like the um the mind break, the grooming that causes you to reside within that chakra point, let's call it. Um, so yeah, I think it's very important where you are within yourself. Um, yes, and also on the idea of the pen, um, and the pen being mightier than the sword, and stories and comic books being superpowers. Um, while I can't write paragraphs here about things that, as I'm writing it, um, I have been speaking to you guys about it and giving my thoughts. I do wish I could. There are things that like I feel like I probably would have written down that I didn't say, or just like underlined or like called attention to, which actually might help with the videos going forward. Um, yeah, I think we'll do that. Um, but yeah, and then I was thinking about the idea of like Job, and work, because when I went on the game NTE, I was like planning on playing, and then it said something about like getting roped into work, and I was thinking about like where the Bible leads. Let's say there's um, I'm like constantly obsessed with work. Me. When I begin interacting with people, um, uh, the Levite comes out, or let's say I don't know what it is, but um, yeah, um, and I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the concept of work and like the idea of like how at the end of Revelations it says that like he'll walk among his people and all that, and I don't know, the idea of walking amongst people whilst the world continues to burn doesn't sit well with me. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, but a fun little tidbit from the NTE game. Um, something that I've protected internally within myself, subconsciously, I would say, coming into the fold. Then also, I was thinking about the idea of AI. Like lately, I've been thinking about the idea of AI and how um, I've often said that AI is like a form of like slavery, or robota is whatever you guys know. Robota means slave or something. And I was thinking about that in terms of like one AI, like I think if we were to frame AI as a conversation with ourselves, um, it would open up a new avenue as to how we interact with AI. Um, at the and g- feeding into that, the idea of like our relationship with AI and our ideas of slavery and how we interact with the world.